All right, and we are live. Welcome everybody to the end of month podcast for November 2017. A lot of stuff to talk about this month, but I'm only going to focus on three things. And the most important thing right now that affects all of us is net neutrality. Pretty much, if you haven't heard about this, you've been living under a rock. Ajit Pai, our current FCC chairman and former Verizon lawyer, is going to a vote to dismantle all of our net neutrality rules. What is net neutrality? Well, I'm here on SaveTheNet.com, and I'm just going to read what they have because it's pretty good. What is net neutrality? Net neutrality is the Internet's guiding principle. It preserves our right to communicate freely. Net neutrality means an Internet that enables and protects free speech. It means that ISPs should provide us with open networks and shouldn't block or discriminate against any application or content that ride over those networks. Just as your phone company shouldn't decide who you call and what you say during the call, your ISP shouldn't interfere with the content you view or post online. Without net neutrality, cable and phone companies could charge the Internet the fast and slow lanes. An ISP could slow down its competitors' content or block political opinions it disagrees with. ISPs could charge extra fee for content companies that could afford to pay preferential treatment, regulating everyone else to a slower tier of service. This would destroy the open Internet. So, essentially, companies are trying to get more money out of us and more money out of content things. Let's take, for example, I believe Comcast. They own Hulu. What is Hulu's major competitor? Netflix. And Netflix is pretty much the king of online movies and streaming of content. So what they could do is they could charge Netflix an outrageous amount of money to keep them in the fast lane and promote Hulu more so. So that would mean our Netflix subscription would potentially go up. Well, actually, no, not potentially. It would go up. So really, it's just like, what the hell? I mean, goddamn. We gotta fight for this. We really do. A free and open internet allows us to live, essentially. I mean, we shouldn't have to pay to get on the internet. I mean, I know it's a stretch to call it a human right at this point, but with what the internet provides in terms of knowledge and access to other cultures and other people, it could be considered a human right. But of course, people with money don't like to say that because it's cutting into their profits. And I don't want to pay any more for Netflix. My monthly subscription just went up again to $10.99 a month. I mean, I don't mind a little bit, but if it goes up to like $17 a month, I can't afford that. It's just way too much money. Now, what could also happen is they could start charging for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If they start doing that, it's like, I'm screwed. And so is most of America, because we're already hurting. And it's just, oh my God, so much stuff going on at the same time. Oh, God. We got to do something about this. We have, I believe, what's the date? I believe in like 14 days there's going to be an official vote. Goddamn, where the hell's the official day? Goddamn. Well, within the next 15 days, 15 days, there's going to be a vote to kill net neutrality. So here is what everybody needs to do. Go to savetheinternet.com. Go to battleforthenet.com. We need to contact our congressman. And by contact, I don't mean tweets. I don't mean just emails. I mean call them. I don't care if we disagree on political issues. I really don't. Because this affects all of us. I believe in unfettered free speech, even if I don't agree with you. We have to let other people speak their mind. Now, I don't agree with violent speech, which means calling for the violence upon anybody else. That is a no-go. But hate to say it, hate speech is free speech. I don't like it, but it is still free speech. And the internet allows that. Now, just because it's up there doesn't mean a lot of people are going to go towards it. You fight hate speech with your own speech. You can protest it. And it's just... this is a whole complicated issue, and there's so much information out there. I understand how people don't understand what's going on. I barely understand what's going on. But I do know that we need to keep the internet the way it is right now. Oh my God. So everybody, please call your congressman. Call your representatives. I don't care if you're a conservative. I don't care if you're a liberal. I don't care if you're Green Party. I don't care if you're libertarian. I don't care if you're a monkey riding a unicycle, because this affects you too. It doesn't matter who you are, what background you come from. This affects every single American. Hands down. We all should be contacting our congressman to stop Ajit Pai from destroying the internet as we know it. I mean, I may not agree with Obama on a lot of things, but him placing the rules for the net neutrality, I agree with completely. So, with that, please contact your congressman, contact your senators, contact your governor, and make sure they know. Everybody that's in your local politics, make sure they are contacted. Everybody in your state politics, make sure they're contacted. Federal, everybody. Make sure that they are fighting for you. And tell them if they're not fighting for net neutrality, that they will not have your vote. That's the only way they'll listen. I mean, it's going to hurt us so bad. It's going to hurt our wallets. It's going to hurt our freedom of speech. And we got to fight. I'm doing all I can. I've contacted my congressmen. I've contacted my senators. I mean, luckily I live in Maryland, which is a fairly liberal state, and they're already fighting for net neutrality. And we need everybody to fight for net neutrality. And the only way to fight it is through actually boots on the ground, calling. In fact, if you can, go to your senators' offices. They're probably not there because they're in Washington right now. But when you go to your senator's office, it makes an impact, even if they're not there, because their staff will call, and the staff in Washington will answer. Because if you come up with like 100 people outside of a senator's office, that's a big deal. Because almost none of us have been politically active until recently. But still, if you need to go contact your congressman, call and go to their offices and tell them, fight for net neutrality, stop Ajit Pai, or we're voting you out of office. Oh, this is insane what's going on. All right. Let's go on to some lighter news. All right, so this month has apparently been like accuse everybody of sexual harassment, which in a lot of cases it's justified. Harvey Weinstein, justified. Even Al Franken to an extent, granted, to a much lesser extent than Harvey Weinstein or Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is all justified. But at the same time, there is different levels to this. What Harvey Weinstein and what Kevin Spacey did was really wrong. They abused their power. Now, what Al Franken did was wrong too, but here's the thing. He's a comic. If you look at the pictures, he was just trying to be funny. He wasn't a senator at the time. I believe he had just left Saturday Night Live. I'm not too sure on that point. And he was doing a USO show overseas. And they're comedians. Now, what he did was wrong. I mean, acting like he was groping her breast while she was asleep. But, goddamn. The backlash is my God. And now we have all these reporters that are getting fired. I believe Matt Lauer just got fired today. And I've lost track of all the... Oh, Charlie Rose also got fired. So many people are getting fired. I mean, I don't know the exact details on Charlie Rose or Matt Lauer. I really should look that up. And you know what? I'll do that right now. Okay, hello Google. I'm going to use you while I still can without having to pay for you. Come on. Let's go. Matt Lauer. Come on. God damn, my internet's slow. Let's see. Oh, sexual misconduct. Okay, that's what he's getting fired over. Matt Lauer apologizes. New York Times. Oh, yeah, this did come out today. Express sour over the pain I have caused. He's saying that some of what's being said about me is being mischaracterized. There is truth. Okay, he's admitting to it. Okay, that's a good thing. Embarrassed and ashamed. Well, you should be. I regret my shame and now shared people I cherish dearly. Blah, blah, blah. Abrupt downfall. Movie mogul Wine. Okay, of course they're going to be bringing Weinstein into this. Come on, internet. Go a little faster. That or my computer needs to be changed out. Alright, repairing damage will take a lot of time. Okay, firestorm engulfing the Trump country. Oh, come on. Get me to the allegations. Okay, Goddamn.
This is a sad morning here at Today and at NBC News.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Damn. You know what? My computer's starting to piss me off, so you know where to go. Use Google while you can still use it for free. But getting back to like sexual assault and all that nice stuff, it's wrong. Everything should be consensual. Everything. And in terms of this, what gets me is there is a definite double standard. There's this story of this one person who was a victim of this Centoya Brown case. She killed a man who had bought her, essentially, for sex, and she's 14. She just got sentenced to, I believe, like 50 plus years. God damn, she's my age. Holy crap. And she was essentially a part of this teenage sex trafficking victim. She killed her captor, and she just got sentenced to 51 years. While that asshole, goddamn, that rapist out in California that only served 6 months because his daddy got him off, only served 6 months. Oh my god, this is holy shit. God damn. 50 some years. She was a sex slave for the past, like, for over half of her goddamn life. Actually, most of her goddamn life. And she's going to frickin' prison. No. This Centoya Brown should not be going to prison. Holy crap. Oh, man, if anything, this person should be in therapy. I mean, murder is wrong, but in a case like this, hate to say it, there is a thing called justifiable murder. In certain cases, it should be rare. Actually, murder shouldn't happen at all, but in cases like this, it's like, give the girl a break. My God. Okay, sorry for saying this is lighter. This is definitely not lighter, but holy shit. But, damn. And what gets me is nobody's really hearing about this. This should be all over the goddamn news. Oh my God. My God. Everybody just go on Google while you can still look at it. Look up Centoya Brown, Cyntoia Brown, and look at this stuff yourself. I mean, this story is goddamn. This woman should be out of prison. She should be in therapy. And she, goddamn. Oh. Okay, I need to look into this story a lot more, and to comment on this more, I'm going to comment this on the next podcast. But I need to do a lot more research into this, because this is a lot of information I got to go over. But from what I see, this woman should not be in jail. Oh. Okay, well, let's go back to sexual assault and all that nice stuff. Yeah, nice stuff. Woo. There should be, there's levels to sexual assault. all of it's wrong, but my God. I think I just fried my brain over that. All right, I'm going to continue on with this topic with the next podcast. Once I figure out my schedule for next week. So, let's go on to next topic that I want to cover. Discipline November. All right. So, I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast the other day with Brian Callen, and he's going to be doing something called Discipline December. Not November. It's goddamn. It's November 30th. This is my end of month podcast. Discipline December. Essentially, when you decide to do something, you do it. So, what I'm going to be doing for Discipline December, and I'm going to be giving updates with each podcast. I'm also going to be giving updates with my social media. You can find me at Roaming Viking on Twitter. That's what I'm going to be updating on. Here's what I'm going to be doing for Discipline December. Low carb. I'm essentially going to be going ketogenic for the next 31 days. Yeah, smart move doing it during the holidays, but you know what? Yeah, it's best to do it when it's really hard for you. That way it makes it really good when you persevere. So essentially low carb, 30 grams of carbs a day. No sugar. No alcohol, even though that's pretty easy for me since I actually haven't drank in like a month already. Walk 30 minutes minimum every day. Work out every day. Well, and workout for me would be starting out with like 10 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, a 30-second plank, and 20 squats. Do that every day. I know, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you haven't really worked out in so long, you need to start light, and as the month progresses, I'll add more, even though I think I can barely do like 4 push-ups at this point in time. So I'll probably have to do the modified push-ups. Woohoo! Yay me! Yeah. Also, minimum of 1 podcast per week, but I'm going to try going for a podcast every time I have off. So, and I know I said this at the beginning of this month, but I really shouldn't have made that promise right at the beginning of holiday season, especially since I work retail. I've been dead the past month. Oh my God. Working retail fucking sucks. It really does. And I've been dead the past month. I mean, I got transferred from night shift to day shift. Granted, that was end of October. But still, transferring from when you've been working from 9 p.m. to like 5 a.m., then going from the day shift work, it takes a few weeks to get your body used to it. And I was asleep most of those whenever I had off. God, ouch. Those 3-4 weeks was rough. My God. And then we got started the heart of holiday season. Since I work in the meat department at a grocery store, weighing up like between a half ton to a full ton of turkeys every day. Granted, I got one hell of a workout. My God. I'm surprised my arms aren't ripped right now. I mean, just carrying around like 20-round turkeys doing curls. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not jacked right now. But hey. Sidetracked. Yeah. Working retail fucking sucks. But back to Discipline December. Yeah, minimum 1 podcast per week. So that equals out to about 5 podcasts for the month of December. Hold on, let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, yeah. Technically, it'd be like 4 podcasts for December if I do 1 a week, but I'm including the end of month podcast in that. So 5 podcasts. And I'm thinking about doing something special for the the next end of month because it'll be December 31st, New Year's Eve. So I might do a whole year wrap-up as well as a monthly wrap-up. So if you want to send in your questions to me, please do. I actually want to answer some questions. Please, I want some live questions to do. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on Twitter at Roaming Viking, on Instagram at The Roaming Viking. You can contact me through my website, roamingviking.com. Yeah, I know. There's a theme here. Woohoo! And I'll have everything linked below, including links to SaveTheInternet.com, BattleForTheNet.com. BattleForTheNet.com gives you a way to contact your senator. Also, there is a petition going around on change.org for a net neutrality petition, which I signed, and the link is on my Twitter. I will link that in the description below once I find it. And yeah, that's everything for today. Next episode, once I find out my schedule for next week. Yeah, it sucks working retail, but unfortunately, it's like these guys are not exactly good at telling you what you're going to work next, even though they should have your schedule up like 2 weeks ahead of time. Anybody who works retail knows this, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I will post that on Twitter when the next podcast will be. I'll also post that on Facebook. Oh yeah, Facebook at Roaming Viking. All links down below. Thank you for listening, and have a great December.